Hey, everybody, welcome to Do You Like Pina Colada?
Okay, fine.
Or getting caught in the rain? Do you like taking back shots while you're doing cocaine?
My Mountain Dew's got some pineapple flavor to it. Does that count?
I'll take it. You don't
We
drink.
started
so,
the episode off with some attempt at festivity. Alright, maybe we can keep that.
Yeah, I was looking for my Christmas hat, but Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. Hard to believe it's that time of year already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
I have a
I
cake to
genuinely
bake
enjoy
tomorrow.
Christmas time.
I love Christmas time.
You know,
Christmas is swell.
All the capitalism going around.
I don't like the aspect of it being bitterly fucking cold most of the time where I'm at. But the holiday sentiment's okay.
No, number one thing I miss is living with my parents and doing all the decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, day after Thanksgiving, my dad and I would go up to the storage closet and start unloading everything. And me and my dad would just decorate the whole house with all sorts of shit.
Decorating the house was nice on the inside, but I've outside I'm not as concerned with.
It's unfortunate.
Also, I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we never really did outside stuff. We would line the windows on the inside with lights and things like that. But we never really focused on lighting up the outside. And then we got except for we had some of those little metal reindeer with the lights on them. And then we got some of those inflatables. Got a couple of those. Had a snowman and a Santa.
Yeah, I have no problem with inflatables themselves. My issue with inflatables is, we've talked about this, when people overdo the fuck out of them.
Yep. We just had... So, my house, the front door was, dead center of the house. Mm-hmm. And so, in front of the kitchen side, we had the Santa. In front of the living room side, we had a snowman. And then we had those little metal reindeer just sort of hanging out. That's about it.
Yeah.
But inside, all sorts of shit. Because my grandparents would gift my dad a new Christmas decoration every year for his birthday. His birthday's in November. Called it his birthmas. But because he loves Christmas so much, they would just gift him a new cool decoration. So our house was just filled with shit.
That's the thing that my mom loves, is she loves to decorate. Loves to decorate on holidays.
Yeah.
As soon as Thanksgiving's over, she's putting up her Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I showed you guys the marching band, right?
Oh yeah, that was cool as hell.
Yeah. It is my...
I would love to get something like that for my mom.
That is peak Christmas gift. Hey, Deanna, thanks for subscribing. 53 months. Happy holidays to you, too.
I think the best reaction to a Christmas gift I ever got my mom was a Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
Because, you know the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were selling a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It, played music, and it's just this little wimpy fucking tree with the single ornament on it. Yeah. So I got it for her because I had seen her talking about it and seen her talking about she couldn't find it anywhere. I happened to spot one. There were only 2 left inside a Meijer, and I grabbed it. And
nice.
she's as she's unwrapping it, she's actually talking about it.
Completely unrelated to it.
And then she sees what it is, and I swear, I think the people down the road would have heard that scream.
Well, yeah.
I was very proud of that.
It's very sweet of you.
She puts it on her desk every Christmas.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, we got a live tree this year, and by live tree, I mean it's still in a pot. It's planted, it's living. It'll be living next year.
Yeah. Nice. My dad really likes A Christmas Story. One year. What the fuck?
Huh? Are we good? Are we live?
I don't know.
Rimshee?
What's up?
Are we okay?
Good.
Yeah, as far as I can
here?
tell. Jables is here. As far as I can tell, he just went off screen.
Uh-oh. Jables, no!
Dina, smack him.
Damn it, he's lost in the woods. What are we going to do, Rimshee? Jables, if you see a bear, play dead.
I shoot a bear at one point during this.
All right. Sorry about that.
He's back.
That was weird. My computer just like fritzed the fuck out, and I just got like this notification: USB not recognized. I'm like, and it just like shut down my mouse and my keyboard and my camera and everything. Like, oh, that was fucking weird.
The computer's just like, fuck you, yeet.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying something.
Do you want to do some blow, man? Come on, let's snort some yay.
No, Jables.
Not what I wanted to play necessarily, but it works.
Yeah, close enough. I mean, it's white.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, my dad really likes
different kind
story.
of white Christmas.
My dad really likes A Christmas Story, so one year I bought him like a little leg lamp nightlight. It's like that big. And then the next year I bought him a little larger of a leg lamp. And the next year I bought him an even bigger one.
Just progressively building.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get the full size one soon, but that thing's like so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the last time I looked at the prices on that,
Scott,
it was like $300 or $400
right there.
What?
What?
Look at the chat inside the voice channel chat. Scott posted a couple of pictures.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh god damn it.
Yeah, I already looked at it. I didn't want to bring it up because I knew what your guys' reaction would be. I know. Wait. So sometimes I forget what sounds are binded to which key. And so that's kind of what happened with that. And I think this Do You Want to Do Some Blow Man is on 8 because of 8 balls. And 8 kind of looks like a snowman.
I mean, the logic works. That checks out. Can't be mad about that.
If it fits, it fits.
Yeah. Well, I know showing them titties is 2 because it's showing them tooties.
Now show them titties.
Rimshee just keeps putting his face in his hands.
I don't remember.
Yeah, well,
what
it's a
3 is,
constant
'cause
with this guy.
I haven't been using my soundboard that much. All right, are you guys ready for 3?
I don't know.
Let's see
Are
if
we?
I don't know. It might get us kicked off.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, that's why. All I do is win, win, win. Or John Cena, John Thrina. That's what it was.
We're learning the methodology to madness here.
Yeah.
The fact
All
that
right.
there is a methodology is the most surprising part.
All right.
I am putting that as the title,
Let's see.
Y2K. That is absolutely this episode's title.
All right, let's see if 4 is anything weird.
Ready, fight!
Oh, 4 thought, 4 fight. Yeah. 5. Taps.
I'm a messy bitch and I live for the drama.
6 is because you're a dick. That's a messy bitch and I live for the drama. Yeah. 7.
How's that, Alex Durain, you little bitch?
There's no logic behind that one. That's just what it is.
Ha! Gay!
Oh. That's because 9 looks like somebody Pooh Bearing it with their dick hanging out. Pretty gay. 9's a gay number.
Yeah, now this episode is Jables' internal logic.
That works.
Yeah. Y2K t-shirt, no pants. Pooh Bearing it. That's it.
Yeah, I have PJs on standby. Skip! When did you get here?
I just popped in. Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
Hello,
We're
Scott.
learning Jables has something he likes to pretend is called logic.
Mm.
There's only 2 of them that don't make sense. Wait, what's number 1? I didn't do that one. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's just a classic. You can't go without a rim shot.
Yeah. Rimshot, also the name of Ernest's dog. So, Skupper, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the show.
I did not. I'm sorry.
Well,
It's all your fault.
Do you like pina coladas and taking back shots in the rain?
And if you're not into yoga, and if you have half a brain,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not my type then.
I can't get along with
Real
Jimmy
shit.
Buffett very well, but I know the song because I've heard it many, many, many times.
I just like Jables' ad-lib, taking back shots in the rain.
Yeah. Well, the first time I did it at the beginning of the show was taking back shots while doing cocaine.
Mm.
But
little bit of China White.
Yeah.
Man, I wish this game was VR.
Yeah, Whitney Houston.
Do you want to do some blow, man? Come on, let's snort some yay.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh shit! The Commanders beat the Eagles. Yes.
Someone
Right,
had
yes.
to.
Because that helps the Lions' chances of getting the number 1 seed.
Okay. I love a good underdog story.
The Lions need all the help they can get right now. So many people have been injured.
Yeah.
Like one of their star running backs, David Montgomery, got his fucking jaw broken in the Bills game.
All right.
It's like, damn it.
Let's get into what we really came here to do.
Oh, yeah.
The Christmas movie alignment chart. If you can keep
How did you not
Do you
already
like
know
random
what a back shot
mushrooms
was?
and taking back
Dina?
shots in the rain. If you can keep a secret, won't get me arrested again. Thanks, YTK. That's a great one.
Shall we talk Christmas or keep talking about a different type of white Christmas?
No, let's talk Christmas. We're talking Christmas movies.
Yeah. Let me
I
make
figured
sure
if
I'm
you
on the
found
right
this,
thing.
or I think you found
I found
this.
it.
Yeah.
Wrong thing. There we go.
And I was like, this is perfect show topic type of shit.
Yeah.
So this is a Christmas movie alignment chart. So on the top, you have theme purist. Santa Claus has a major role in the movie's story. Theme neutral. Santa Claus and or elves directly appear in the movie. Theme radical. Christmas decorations are seen or a character wears a Santa costume. And then you have theme across the top. And then on the side, you have setting. Setting purist. The entire movie must take place during Christmas time. Setting neutral. Some parts of the movie must be set during Christmas time. Setting radical. Movie does not have to take place during Christmas at all.
I haven't seen Fortress in a really long time.
So, okay, here's one interesting thing about this. I think, technically speaking, The Santa Claus is a movie that should be a purist, but according to this chart, it is technically setting neutral.
Yeah, it's a theme purist setting neutral.
Yeah. And I think most people would think it would fall in the purist camp, but yeah, it's definitely neutral, theme neutral setting purist, or theme purist setting neutral.
So what I want to know is why the fuck is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I mean, yes, I know.
Look at this.
Know his wife's coming home for Christmas and everything.
Well,
no, his wife's not coming home for Christmas.
He's going to see his wife and kids for Christmas.
That's right. I got it.
And it's at a Christmas party.
He and his wife are estranged.
Nakatomi Plaza.
It does fall within the setting purist and theme radical categories.
I mean, I would kind of argue that Die Hard also gets some of like the Christmas theme as well. Specifically like the theme of family.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like John McClane, he goes through absolute hell, like summons up a superhuman effort for just your average cop to save his fucking wife.
Yeah.
Not just his wife, everybody in the office. He's extremely selfless and ready to die for all of them, essentially.
Yeah. It's extremely
you can
Christmas
tell-
spirited.
Yeah. It's definitely an action movie. It is not theme neutral. It is not theme purist, but it is absolutely a Christmas movie. At least according to this chart.
Now, if you want a similar example to Die Hard that doesn't get brought up as often, because I think a lot of people forget about it, Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon is in fact a Christmas movie too.
Well, I would say not to the extent Die Hard is, because while it is taking place during Christmas time, while you do see Christmas decorations and Mel Gibson's character gets invited over to Danny Glover's character's house for Christmas at the end, Christmas really has nothing to do with the proceeding of the movie.
Yeah, so it's a theme radical setting neutral.
Yeah. I'd say Lethal Weapon is definitely more theme radical setting neutral than Die Hard.
Yeah. There's one I disagree with, and that's the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, I honestly don't
Why
know
do you
why
s-
this is here.
Elves. Santa Claus and or elves directly appear in the movie.
Yep. Yeah, it's purely because of the elves.
They're not that kind of elves, though.
It doesn't matter.
I know. That's the problem.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna go continue to fix my bathroom. I don't know if you saw those pictures I threw in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wait,
your
why do you
bathroom? I
think-
thought you saw that. Jesus
No.
Christ, dude.
That's why I was saying, like, oh no, god damn it.
You fucked
Yeah,
up.
it is totally a goddamn it moment. But I spent $100 in industrial diamonds, so I'm gonna fix it.
Like, I didn't even need to see the up close picture. As soon as I saw the first picture, I'm like, oh no, fuck.
Yeah, that's and you guys can share them with everybody if you want, just so they can see how.
Was your
how
cabinet maker? Was your cabinet
Nah, I
maker
don't
and
wanna
counter
dox ya.
maker off by like a quarter of an inch, or was the measurement off by like a quarter of an inch?
What I didn't account for when I measured it was I accounted for the wall and the tile, but I didn't account for a half inch of a quarter inch on each side of thin set, which is what the tile is used or what they use to adhere the tile with.
Oh.
So that's my bad, but I have some industrial diamonds and I'm going to take a quarter inch off of each side of the vanity, and then we'll be happy again.
You'll be whole again.
That's still a
Your
pain.
place will become
I'm
a
sorry
home.
about that, Skupp.
It's okay. It's just part of life. Like it took my tile guy like 4 months to do my bathroom, or like 2. It felt like 4, but he was doing it as a side job, and he gave me a really good price, so I didn't really complain.
And also, you have the tools to fix it yourself, so have fun with that.
It reminds me of when we were redoing our bathroom and we had to put down multiple things of thin set because we couldn't get the tub to sit level because the slab's not level.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta put a quick set grout or whatever you use. Yeah, that's a thing. Fortunately, my slab was level, and when I adhered the toilet to the ground, you can see the toilet in the background there. It doesn't wobble or anything. It's completely level. So my tile guy did a really good job on the floor.
Yeah, that was the other thing when we were redoing the main bathroom, is like we were getting leakage around the bottom of the toilet, and that's because it wasn't completely level. It wasn't completely anchored.
Yeah.
So that shit was fun.
When I anchored mine down, I felt the wax gasket go, and I'm like, yes, perfect seal the first time. It was an epic night. So I'm pretty happy.
Sorry, Dina. These are man things. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, we're talking the joys of indoor plumbing.
You want to see my shower? I think you're really going to enjoy.
No, my dad taught me how to replace a toilet.
Well, we should probably keep moving on this thing, but
yeah, I do. Yeah, Skupper, this is more of a off air convo.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I just
you're fine.
Well, he was just saying some things before he left. He was saying his goodbyes.
Yes, those are my
Yes.
goodbyes.
And
I
then we
will
got
see you later.
sidetracked because we're as interested in it as he is.
Yes. Because
Okay,
I
gentlemen. you
think
all
we've
have a good
all done
show.
this type of work before, and we all know how
Goodbye,
hard it is.
Skupp.
Bye-bye, Skupp. We love you.
Love you too.
Later.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, pal.
Ooh, he left before the Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, he'll hear it on the rewatch. Maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody will tell him.
Oh, wait. Y2K, I actually have a whole file of shitty electrician stuff for the day that Rimshee pisses me off.
Which day was that?
It's every
Also,
day.
the
I'm
only
saving
thing
it
I
for a
dislike
special
about
occasion.
plumbers, the only thing I dislike about plumbers is when they put stuff right in the way. Right where I need to go. And it's more of a grumble than anything else. Other electricians are worse. Anyway, let's get back onto this.
All right. So Dina said Miracle on 34th Street is theme and setting purist, I think. I'd say yeah.
would agree with that, but that really depends on a couple of things. Do you include Thanksgiving as part of Christmas? Because I could see an argument for the day of Thanksgiving can be the start of a setting purist Christmas movie.
Well, I mean, like, one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time and one of the greatest comedies of all time, Christmas Vacation, does not start on Christmas.
Yeah, and it's...
In fact, one of the little things about the movie is that, like, at certain points you see Clark opening, like, his little advent calendar.
Yeah, and I think Thanksgiving is the introduction to Christmas time. So, like, I don't...
But okay, here's the reason I bring that up. I could see an argument for Thanksgiving Day as the start of Christmas time in terms of Christmas movies. I can also see Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, be the start of Christmas time for Christmas movies. Or the Monday after Thanksgiving being the start of Christmas time for Christmas movies. I can see an argument for all three of those.
The closing of the fall holidays into Christmas time, I think, is valid as like a start point.
We all know who to blame for this, though. Fucking Macy's.
Oh, Macy's.
Because what's at the end of every Thanksgiving Day parade?
Macy's.
Fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my point is that depending on...
My dad and I used to decorate the house on the day after Christmas every year.
Thanksgiving, you mean?
But that's kind of my point.
Sorry, the day after Thanksgiving.
When Christmas time starts, when you define Christmas time starting would define where Miracle on 31st Street or 34th Street would fall on this list. It's either purist or it's theme purist setting neutral. It's one of those, but it's right on that line. Personally, I say that
I'm gonna give it purist because it's such a small part of the movie, the Thanksgiving portion, that it's just... Or maybe it's been too long since I've seen Miracle on 34th Street.
No. So the very start of the film is...
Are we talking about?
Yeah, because there are two.
The original.
Because, like, no shade against Richard Attenborough's performance, but I think the original is the better.
Yeah, why would we talk about any other one than the original?
I grew up with the remake, and so I think that's a bit better. But at the same time, it's a different story. Not entirely. It's the same story with a
gay.
Yes, dear. It is a different story. It's corporate competition versus the original being fuck the psychiatrists.
Maybe it's been too long since I've seen Miracle on 34th Street.
But I would say that in both cases, given that it starts on Thanksgiving Day, but it's all about Christmas, I could absolutely see saying, hey, it's a Christmas movie. It's setting purist. The only thing,
Yeah, by the way,
I think the main defining factor is how you're playing Thanksgiving in that,
well,
how
I
you're playing
remember
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving just being the transition into Christmas season. That's all it was.
But it depends on how you play the holiday. If it's its own thing in its own right, and then Christmas is next, and then you start Christmas, that's fine. But the whole point of the Thanksgiving Day parade is to introduce our Santa character. It's the whole reason for that entire scene. So it's not about Thanksgiving. It just so happens to be
purist or purist neutral.
Yeah, I would put it in the purist, but I could see an argument for theme purist setting neutral for it.
Yeah. All right. So, It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching that a lot this year.
God, I have not seen that in so long. I have not seen that in so long. I can't remember.
I watched a reaction to it, and then I just watched the actual movie. It holds up. Dina, you've never seen It's a Wonderful Life?
That needs to be corrected.
Yep. Also, you're gonna cry. I'm just letting you know now. Okay.
You know, like, I understand.
Yeah, you're gonna cry.
I understand some people not wanting to get typecast for or remembered for one particular thing, but it is absolutely one of the greatest performances that Jimmy Stewart ever gave in his career.
Not only Jimmy Stewart, everybody in that movie was great. Even the woman that played Mary. There's one scene when Mary's back home from college, and Jimmy Stewart's character George goes to see her because his mom was like, "Hey, that girl's cute. She kind of likes you. You should go see her." And they're sitting there, and Mary's mom is yelling down the stairs, "Who's down there? It's George Bailey, Mom." And then George seems so disinterested, and then she just yells upstairs, "He's making violent love to me, Mother." It's the delivery on that was so fucking funny to me. I know.
I got another movie that I want to ask your opinion on.
I think it was a couple of years ago. We covered an article or something. I don't know where this project went, but they were talking about oh yeah, we need a more modern remake of It's a Wonderful Life, and our collective response was don't fucking touch it. Stay away from it.
No, because
honestly, I could see a successful remake of it, but not with current Hollywood. Too much would have to go right for that movie to have a successful remake. That's what it boils down to.
No, I think it was a lightning in the bottle thing. Don't, because it even all of its themes still hold up today. So it's not. Yeah, it doesn't need a remake.
My point is, it's not likely to have a good remake. I could see one happening because it really depends on if you get the right writers, the right actors, the right director, all that stuff. Chances of doing that again are not very high.
Yeah, the only theme that doesn't hold up is that they were able to buy a house.
Oh. Damn it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a movie I want your guys' opinion on. Polar
hold
Express.
on. We have to rank It's a Wonderful Life first, real quick.
All right.
I think it's
Where does it fall?
I think it's a setting purist, but theme radical. I think it's in the same place as Die Hard.
I could see that. Yeah, when your statement is Santa Claus, or when your theme relates directly to Santa Claus being whether it's purist, neutral, or radical, then it really throws some of this off. Like, for example, there's this Netflix movie, Holiday, which did I
say theme purist and setting radical? I meant that the other way around.
You think it's theme? Yeah, it's setting purist and theme radical.
I think it's setting purist, theme radical. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's what I understood you to mean.
Criteria, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to dig into It's a Wonderful Life, I would say that, like, It's a Wonderful Life gets closer to, like, the origins of what's important on Christmas. Because, like, God is directly involved in the events of It's a
God
Wonderful
is not.
Life.
Archangels are involved.
Well, yeah, but all angels are agents of God. They don't do anything unless he directs them to.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I was saying
that
is
movie where everybody's
because angels,
for
unlike
George,
humans,
is
don't
so
have free
fucking
will.
sad. Just seeing how much everybody cares about him, they open up with everybody caring about him, and then they show his life.
It's so great.
But kind of getting to the point I was about to bring up. If you've ever, there's this Netflix movie called Holiday. It's technically it's a rom-com that is also seen as a Christmas movie. But according to this, it would be setting neutral and theme radical.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm setting neutral. I don't disagree with, but I would say it's probably closer to setting neutral, theme neutral. It's definitely not purist.
Wait, which one?
But no, this Holiday, which is a Netflix movie.
Okay. Yeah.
But all right, what's your guys' opinion on Polar Express? Because I think Polar Express and I think purist, but Santa has a major role to play in the movie. We don't even fucking see Santa till the end of the movie.
Yeah, but it's it's a major role in the movie's story.
Like, for setting, it takes place on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing I'm not arguing setting. That's absolute purist. That is Christmas Eve. You can't get any more Christmas time than Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, before we start going into like ranking it or something like that, I actually really like Polar Express. I think it was so do classic.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the effects are a little dated in areas.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of uncanny valley going on with some of the characters, but other than that, like,
but it's a product of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they had gone a little less, if they had made less of an attempt at real to life and made more of made it more cartoony, it would
looked
hold
like they
up
made
perfectly fine.
Yeah, it made it. It looked like they made it in Unreal Engine 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they had gone a little more Toy Story with the aesthetic, maybe it would have worked a little better.
Although every kid would have to have a different face than Andy.
I can look past. I really enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
The whole thing with like being able to hear the bell at the end. Spoiler alert, everybody. But yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? Like, Tom Hanks' face was used for the main character.
They did mocap.
Yeah, his face was used for the main character, the engineer, the hobo, Santa, and main character's dad. Well, maybe not his face, but his voice was used for the dad. Those were the characters he played. He voiced... The only character he didn't voice out of all of those was the kid. As far as I know.
Yeah.
I know he did the face. I brought that up first. Yeah, I brought that up first.
Shout out to the special guest appearance of Steven Tyler towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird. That wasn't necessary.
That was weird. It was unnecessary, but it kind of fit. That is absolutely setting purist. I could see an argument for theme purist or theme neutral. I would put it on theme purist.
Absolutely theme purist.
No, it's setting your theme purist. They're pivotal moments.
Like I said, I could see an argument, not that I would agree with it.
Ooh.
Because like the whole theme of the movie is, like
rediscovering your belief in Santa.
Well, not just that, but like holding on to that little bit of magic.
Oh, and that little monologue at the end, where he's talking about how now he's old and he has kids, and like, everybody else stopped hearing the bell.
Even his sister.
Even in time, his sister couldn't hear it anymore.
Yeah, but he still hears it. It's so fucking. I love it. It's fucking.
It's like, and so does everyone who
you know what?
Believes.
Purist. I'm
absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, I will absolutely stick at purist. I will argue for that. I could just see someone arguing for neutral, and I could see the reasoning behind it. I just disagree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an agree to disagree, man.
In all honesty, with this list here, as long as you're in the purist the theme purist column and or the setting purist row, I say you're solidly, safely a Christmas movie. Once you hit the neutral or one of once you hit not being in one of the purist camps, it's really a case by case.
Yep. Vampire. I don't remember Iron Man 3, so that's why I'm not arguing against it at the moment. But yes, I do agree that there probably should be a question mark after that.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Based on this criteria...
Iron Man 3, in my opinion, not a Christmas movie. Also not a good movie
Agreed.
to begin with. But...
It's not a Christmas movie, but it happens during... at least part of the movie takes place during Christmas, and Christmas decorations are seen, or a character wears a Santa costume. Mostly, the Christmas decorations are seen. So that's why it falls theme radical setting neutral on this chart.
Deadpool's a Christmas movie at that point.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in agreement with that. That makes Deadpool a Christmas movie by this chart. Yeah. Actually,
Iron Man 3 is as much a Christmas movie as Lethal Weapon is, in that it's not a Christmas movie. It's just an action movie that happens around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Dina threw out Krampus. I think I haven't seen Krampus, so
neither have I. There is a movie that I think we have all seen though, that we love to talk about. It's not on this list, but we definitely should talk about it.
Bring it up.
Fucking Jingle All the Way.
I wanted to bring up Jingle All the Way too. Fuck yeah, that's a purist.
No, that's not purist because that is absolutely
that's a
purist.
theme. That's a theme neutral setting purist. Yeah, you're right.
It is either No, because Santa himself never shows up, and elves never show up, so technically that's theme radical. Christmas decorations are seen, or a character wears a Santa costume.
So it's theme radical, setting purist.
I mean, we do see mall Santas.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
but they
someone
aren't
wearing a Santa
Santa,
costume.
You know. They're Santa's helpers.
But again, in costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on this one, based on this chart in particular, we're going off of. We could probably come up with a more accurate one if we really wanted to. But based on this one, it is theme radical, setting purist.
Well, yeah, like I said, if we're not going based off this chart, like I go back to what I was saying earlier, it's like, in my opinion, my personal opinion, not basing it off this chart, you know, like It's a Wonderful Life is a purist. That's just a pure Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. We're basing it off this chart in particular.
My neighbors had Jingle All the Way on VHS, and they would only let me borrow it around Christmas time. And I used to watch it every year. Love it.
Oh, yeah. We watch it every year. We watched it a couple of times.
Yeah. That movie's so great.
I like how we've mostly dealt with setting purist. We have not gone down to setting radical yet.
Well, yeah, but like,
well, we could talk about the first two Harry Potter movies. I feel those feel like Christmas movies to me.
Well, those are definitely setting neutral, considering some part of the movie takes place during Christmas.
No.
And you can theoretically say it's theme neutral for the same reason that Narnia is setting neutral and theme neutral. Part of the movie takes place during Christmas, and elves appear. A lot of the rest of them...
The second movie only
forget,
has
Rimshee.
one...
In the first Narnia movie, Santa himself does show up.
Yeah.
Father Christmas does appear, sleigh and all, and he gives the kids their weapons.
Yes. Yeah. But my point is, Santa or elves directly appear in the movie. It falls in that. So, yeah, you're right. It's more like how Fellowship of the Rings is in theme neutral.
Fellowship of the Ring shouldn't be here at all.
Yeah. Also, Y2K and W, I'm building up to that. Don't worry. It's my back pocket.
It has nothing to do... Because Christmas is not a concept in Middle-earth.
No.
Because it's
that's
not
why
reality.
It's setting radical. It does not take... The movie does not have to take place during Christmas at all, which means Christmas doesn't even have to exist in that world. That's why it can exist on the setting radical.
And also,
I'm not defending this. I agree with you. I'm arguing based on this list.
Yeah. Y2K, the actual title of that film is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I would be in agreement. Fellowship of the Rings is not a Christmas movie. But, yeah.
No. It is nice to watch during
Fellowship
the
of the
fall
Rings?
and winter season.
Oh, yeah, I love to watch, you know, like, during this time of year, I love to watch the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it a Christmas movie.
Again, it's like, no, it has nothing to do with Christmas. Nothing to do with Christmas.
Ooh, Y2K brings up an interesting film. Does Bright count as a Christmas movie? Because it has elves.
I haven't seen
it. So my wife, who has watched Lord of the Rings way too many times, has brought to my attention that they start the journey on December 25th, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't change my opinion at all.
It's not Christmas to them. That's just...
Yeah, because Christ is not a figure in Middle-earth.
Yeah, and, like, J.R.R. Tolkien, like, hit a bunch of, like, Christian shit in there, and he was probably like,
Well, he was
No,
devoutly
the
Catholic.
adventure is born. You know?
There are definitely parallels between the mythology of Middle Earth and like Christianity. No one's saying that
Yeah.
there's not.
Have you ever seen
But
the
it's
arguments
parallels.
Have you ever seen the arguments that J.R.R. Tolkien and the who wrote Narnia? Shit, I forget his name.
Oh, god damn it. Ah, shit. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I would know this at any other time if we weren't doing a show. That's what's fucking infuriating about it. C.S. Lewis. Thank you, YTK.
C.S. Lewis.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the letters that they used to write back to each other about religion?
Yeah, unlike Tolkien with his works, C.S. Lewis when it comes to Narnia and whatnot, no, like it is a direct allegory. It's not just parallels,
Yeah.
it is a direct allegory. Aslan is Jesus.
Yeah, straight up. There's nothing else you can say about it. That's just what it is. And yes, Y2K, Bright has elves, ergo Bright is a Christmas movie. According to this chart, right here, any fantasy movie that contains elves of any sort is theme neutral and therefore can be setting radical at minimum.
Yeah.
And therefore, according to this chart, can be considered a Christmas movie. It's wrong, but according to this chart...
Oh, yeah, we probably should have prefaced with that. We don't necessarily agree with this chart. We just want to talk about Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a jumping off.
I think...
Yeah.
I think we can agree that as long as you're in the setting purist or theme purist, you are guaranteed to be a Christmas movie.
Rimshee saw this, and then him and I argued a little bit, and then we're like, this will be good for the show. And so that's what we're doing
basically.
now.
Well, I don't know that argued is the right word.
We discussed?
We discussed briefly, and it was mostly me going, yeah, but the chart.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get technical, any movie, any, setting accurate movie that takes place in the South can be considered setting radical and theme radical Christmas movie. Because if you have it accurate to the South, they probably have Christmas lights up all year round.
That's just a white trash thing. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, start throwing us Christmas movies. We'll break them down.
I got one we can talk about.
What?
Home Alone.
Oh,
yeah, by this chart, I think that technically the first one falls under theme radical setting purist.
Yeah.
Is the theme really radical, though?
There's no Santa Claus or elves in that entire movie.
Yeah. In both movies, actually both the first and the second one, because no others exist. Fuck you if you say otherwise. In both the first and the second one, there are Christmas decorations, and in the first one, there's a character wearing a Santa costume. There are no elves. Santa Claus himself doesn't show up, and Santa Claus himself doesn't play a major role in the movie's story.
So give us back the Trump cut, you pussies. That's
back on Disney now.
Wait, did they cut? Wait, hold on. Did Disney Plus cut out Trump?
For a while, yeah.
For a while there.
Why?
Because Trump
It's
was
like-
president and persona non grata.
It's just like
yeah,
it's
but
like a
let's just let the
3-second
movie
cameo.
exist.
It's just a 3-second cameo.
Yeah, it's a 3. Like, I don't want to get into the politics of why. It was just it basically boiled down to we're fighting the power.
Yeah, Disney, the mega corporation.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney that in 2024 made 1/4 of the entire out of the entire movie industry. Disney, the single studio, made over 1/4 of all of the money made by movies.
Just say, like, you lose
You know.
ground to talk about anybody on a moral level when you filmed near concentration camps. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, if you want
Anyway, back onto
morality
this
swing-
list. Let's get back onto this list and away from Disney. But yeah, Home Alone 1 and 2 both fall within the theme radical, according
Wait,
to
hold on,
this list.
hold on. I do want to. I want to do one. Once I say this thing, we can go back to what we're doing. I do have to give Disney credit. They let Ryan Reynolds do Deadpool and Wolverine the way he wanted to, except the cocaine. But other than that.
No, they saved that for backstage.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't let him do cocaine, but other than that, they let Ryan Reynolds do what he wanted to do with Deadpool and Wolverine. And I really appreciate that because I really like that movie.
Although, speaking of Disney and Christmas movies, the Santa
Claus.
Yeah, that's theme purist, setting purist. Well, that's theme purist. The first one is
Setting
theme
neutral.
purist, setting neutral. As
Yeah.
weird as it is to say that the Santa Claus is not purist, it is not purist.
The vast majority of it does not take place during Christmas.
Yeah, because he goes
No.
to like his kid's soccer game, and all these kids are sitting on his lap asking for presents.
Yeah, the vast majority of the movie is him coming to terms and realizing that, yeah, that wasn't a dream he had last Christmas. That's reality. And
He's
it
the real
takes
Santa
place
Claus.
through the rest of winter, spring, summer, fall.
Yeah, up until the next Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the movie doesn't take place during Christmas. So it is, according to this chart, setting neutral. But it is one of those, like, it is one of those that I would put in the purist camp.
Yeah, because he's literally becoming Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And in the
Yeah,
process, he discovers, like, the love and magic of Christmas. Which he had
I mean, if
forgotten
you
over
saw-
years.
If you saw the Santa Claus 3, it kind of brings, like, the Santa Claus 3 is not the best of the Santa Claus movies.
No.
It's not bad, but it's not the best.
But it kind of brings it
It
full
does-
circle.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to get at. It brings it back to, hey, this is what you would have been had you never been Santa. And it's pretty great. Yeah, Christmas, or Santa Claus 2 and Santa Claus 3 are absolutely both in the setting purist and theme purist category. It's only
first
the
one,
original.
though,
The original is setting neutral according to this.
Did Vim Paris is bringing up some movies, Christmas Story, Bad Santa, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Those are all theme radical setting purists.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing most Christmas movies are theme radical and setting purist.
Yeah, well, it's because I think it's partly because it's really hard to come up with something that's purist. And theme neutral, it's relatively easy to do theme neutral or setting neutral. But you don't get as much freedom as the Radical on either setting or theme, but you see most of them end up in theme.
Well, yeah, but like sometimes like you get a little crazy when it comes to the theme Radical, like just look at Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Man dies in a car accident during the previous Christmas, comes back as a snowman.
Yeah. There are Christmas decorations, which is why it's theme Radical.
Yeah.
But it is also
No, it's setting
pretty much... No, that's pretty setting purist, because they don't have any part of the movie actually taking place outside of Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah,
he
because
dies
the whole
during
thing is that
Christmas, and they
he
do
was
a
trying
time
to
skip
get
to the next
home.
Christmas.
He was trying to get home for Christmas, driving through a snowstorm, and ended up dying.
Yeah. Where would we place Gremlins?
Ooh,
Oh, Gremlins is absolutely theme Radical. I would also say it's setting purist. It's at it's at worst setting neutral, but I think the vast majority of it takes place during Christmas time.
Yeah, because
if not
Gizmo
all of it.
was like an early Christmas present.
Yeah.
So
Gremlins. I love that movie, but there's a certain scene in that movie that makes it hard for me to revisit the older I get.
the one where she talks about how her dad died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, not even how her dad died, how they found out.
Yeah.
That's
Well, like, and the thing that kills me is like just the way she ends that monologue, and she's like, and that's how I found out there wasn't a Santa Claus. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, for those of you that haven't seen this 30-year-old movie that was a classic, the whole monologue is
I forgot which part you were talking about until you said that it was why she stopped believing in Santa. And then I was like, oh fuck, yeah, that's right. That's what happened.
So her and her mom stayed up late waiting for Dad to get home from work. Turns out Dad dressed up as Santa and tried to crawl through the chimney, but
his arms full of presents.
Yeah, but fell and broke his neck going down the chimney
and got stuck.
And the next morning, it was cold in the house, so they lit a fire and they smelt burning something. So they put out the fire and called some people to check it out. And it was their dad in the chimney. It's like, ooh.
It's one of the most heartbreaking and disturbing themes.
You know what's really fucked up about the movie? They don't even sit on that for a minute. They don't let you take that in. They really just brush past it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I'm trying
for me to revisit that movie the older I get, especially my parents getting older, and knowing that my time's getting more limited with them.
Yeah, and also like now that I'm getting older, I'm thinking like, oh, your dad died trying to be the coolest dad. It's like,
yeah, don't.
God damn.
Word of advice for anyone listening, all 5 or 6 of you, I don't know how many people are actually going to watch this after the fact, but all the people who are watching live. All the people who are watching live, and then everyone else who watches this on VOD. Don't climb down your fucking chimney.
Yes.
Just don't.
Here's what you can
That
do.
is a bad move. You will most likely die.
Yeah. Chimneys are not made for people.
Yeah.
I kind of want that to be the title now.
I am
No,
changing it right now.
If you want to convince your kids that you're Santa, what you do is you climb into the chimney a little bit, and you set up cameras, and then you edit the video so it shows you coming down the chimney. You go up and then just sort of drop
That's
down.
assuming you can
Cut off-
even get into your chimney.
Yes, which you probably can't.
No, you probably can't. Most of those chimneys are way too small, which is why
but
people
you can cut
die.
the video
It
to
gets
show
smaller as you
yourself
go
in
down.
the You can cut the video so it just shows you in the fireplace, and then you go and like eat cookies and like place presents and stuff.
Well,
If you want to do that.
the thing is, like,
My parents were the type of people that were just like, nah, Santa's not real.
what makes it even worse though for Gremlins is that, like, if you really think about it, like, especially the way she describes how he was found, like the position he was in.
Yeah.
If he had dropped the presents down the chimney first, there's a chance he would have made it. But
Yeah.
because his arms were full, he couldn't catch himself when he slipped.
Yeah. You know what also makes it worse? Is earlier in the movie, she's talking to the main character about Christmas time and how it's like that's the highest rate for suicide and things like that.
Yeah.
And like,
Have you got-
there's one line that has always stuck with me. It's like, while everybody else is opening presents, some people are out there opening the wrist. And
All right,
that
have you
movie's-
guys seen Fat Man?
Gremlins is darker than you remember, people.
Yeah. It's a great movie,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but it's darker than you remember. Have you guys ever seen Fat Man?
The Mel Gibson movie?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he is Santa, technically.
So here's the thing with that movie. He plays actual Santa in that movie. I swear, this is theme purist, but it's got to be either setting neutral or setting radical, because I'm not entirely sure it actually takes place during Christmas at all. It's a fucked movie, but it's pretty good.
I know nothing about it. So
yeah, it's a Santa Claus action movie. A kid hires a hitman to kill Santa.
Yeah.
I love that premise so much. You have no idea that. Oh my god! Yes.
Did I just
Also,
sell you on it?
Mel Gibson is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. Did we just sell you on this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
Drop the
wild,
title
man.
of that movie in my DMs. I will definitely watch it tonight.
It gets graphically violent.
Yeah. I've just been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. So look, I need something else. Yeah. Oh, you know what I realized? James Cameron really fucked up Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because every time you type in Avatar, it's his fucking shit. It's not that awesome series when you're searching stuff.
There
Like
you
if
go,
you type in
Jables.
Avatar
Fat man.
cast. Huh?
There you go, Jables. Fat man.
Thanks. Yeah, like if you type in Avatar cast, it comes up with James Cameron's shitty Blue People Pocahontas movie.
Which, I'm sorry, those movies aren't good. They're just not.
The first one was fine. It was just like
If
it's
you
just
type in
it's
Atla,
Pocahontas in space. That's it's all.
It was more dancing.
Kinda.
But
Yeah.
with some Fern Gully environmentalist shit thrown in. Also,
And then
some
later.
very, very transparent, criticizations of the Bush administration. I see you, James. I know
Yeah.
what you did.
Anyway, back on to Christmas movies.
Yeah, Y2K, I understand you're bringing that up because Rimshee would do it, but still.
Okay. Seeing as how we're starting to get towards, like, the latter stages of the show, there's one big elephant in the room that I think we should address before things end. The Christmas Carol.
Which one?
Just the story in general.
Yeah, because you could take every single Christmas Carol based movie individually and look at it separately.
According
And
to this chart, it'd be theme radical setting purist.
It's definitely setting purist, but technically speaking, depending on the version you look at, no, there are Christmas decorations. Never mind. I stand corrected. But yeah, it would be theme radical setting purist, but it is one of the quintessential Christmas movies.
Yeah, we need to remake this chart.
Yeah, this chart sucks.
This chart focuses too much on Santa. I can agree with the setting list. I think the theme list is way too focused on Santa
and elves,
which makes it Santa and elves, exactly.
Well, it's like for example, the old claymation movies and stuff. Like, according to this, based on the criteria of this chart, like, the little drummer boy would be, like, radical in many different ways.
Technically, I'm not even sure you could say it's on this list because I don't remember if we actually see any Christmas decorations.
Well, yeah, when it comes to theme, they're way too specific. All right, we need to.
But the whole point of the little drummer boy is this little boy with his drum who goes and plays his drum for Christ in the manger. The entire reason Christmas exists.
Oh, you're saying this alignment chart was made by an atheist, a dirty, rotten, nasty atheist.
That's what I'm saying, but
it's not what he's saying, but we can go with that. That's not too bad. Like, I think the setting criteria works out really well.
Yeah, because it's all about time periods,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we need to work on the theme thing.
Like, even within this one, you've got to change the Santa Claus and or elves directly appear in the movie to Santa Claus and or Christmas elves. Because that would fucking take care of Fellowship of the Rings. Get that right the fuck out of there.
I do like watching those around Christmas time.
I would broaden it further, though. It's like, is the
I'm doing like the minor
theme-
tweaks. We do need to modify it a lot further.
It's like, is the theme, like the whole spirit of Christmas, is the theme of Christmas present in the film?
Ooh.
Because as I said, if the theme of Christmas, what Christmas is about, the Christmas spirit, that makes A Wonderful Life a purist purist. Because that is all about Christmas.
Well, it's all about family and Christmas.
Well, yeah,
Things
family
you've done and being grateful. And,
is a huge component of like the Christmas spirit.
By the way, that scene in It's a Wonderful Life, when they can't find the $8,000 and he goes home and he hugs his little daughter and he just starts fucking crying and kissing her, that breaks my heart.
Oh,
every
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
time.
Jimmy Stewart is so fucking good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He is a
Yeah,
bad
Dina, if
motherfucker,
you've
too.
never seen It's a Wonderful Life, you get your tissues ready. We're watching it.
That motherfucker was
But
in
yeah.
the Air Force.
Like
That
I said,
motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure that we all agree the settings, those work out perfectly fine.
Yeah, those are okay.
The
I'm fine with
themes, there's some things that the theme, like for
It's
example,
too Santa
A
Claus
Christmas
and
Carol.
Elf heavy. It's not like
Yeah, A Christmas Carol is very much theme purist in reality, but according to this chart, it falls on theme radical.
You know what we should do?
It's
we should.
hell, the only reason it falls in theme radical is because they have wreaths. They don't even really have that much in terms of proper what we would consider Christmas decorations. If they didn't have those Christmas decorations, it technically wouldn't even fall on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like one has to talk about, it's like, what about the ghosts of Christmas? They literally identify themselves as the ghosts of Christmas.
Yeah, but
And
it's not Santa
so
Claus
I
or
could see an
elves.
argument.
That's the problem.
I could see an argument to say that the ghost of Christmas present is Santa Claus. I can see that argument. It's
Especially towards
not,
the end when he's like growing old and shit.
yeah. Which technically would you could say makes it theme purist or at least theme neutral. But at no point do they clarify that he is Father Christmas. And at no point does it even make sense to really call him that, because he's talking about all my brothers and sisters. These are the children of mankind. He's not bringing gifts. He's not trying to do... He's not Santa Claus. I could see the argument. I just don't agree with it. There's not enough
No, I'm
there.
not saying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's Santa
Y2K
Claus.
brings up a good point. Scrooge has the same problem. Setting purist theme radical based on this chart.
Well, Scrooged is just Charles Dickens. It's just A Christmas Carol. It's just another version of it. It's still the basic story.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
the
a
most
different take
creative
on the story,
one I've
though.
seen.
It's not a Christmas Carol, but it is a Christmas Carol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
It's a Christmas Carol. It's just an alteration of it. It's kind of like Spirited.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas Carol, but it's from the ghost's perspective.
Or like the show Sherlock Holmes in modern times. But yeah, no.
Yeah. It's the same story. It's just different.
Yeah. I say, after the show and maybe through the week, and maybe, hey, you guys could type in during show.
On the Discord server, for
Yes,
those
on
who
the
are
Discord
unaware.
server. Yeah. Yeah, on the Discord server, you could type in during show. Different ideas on how to change the theme section, because I think the settings section's fine.
Oh, I think the settings section's perfect. Because setting purist, it takes place during the entire duration of Christmas time. The only thing I think we could do to change that would be to specify starting Thanksgiving Day depending on its use.
Yeah.
But either way, if you say takes place between Thanksgiving Day and before
New Year's,
during or just after, basically between Thanksgiving Day and New Year's, that's the time frame that the movie has to take place in. And it doesn't have to take place in the same time period of that, just has to take place in that time frame. Like Jack Frost, it takes place between Thanksgiving and New Year's, but it takes place the start of it is between one, and then most of the movie is between the next grouping. It can do that. It just has to be within those time frames.
Wait, I just thought about something, because it takes place in that time frame, and there is a small portion towards the end of the movie that takes place on Christmas. Is Jumanji a Christmas movie?
Ooh.
Okay, so that is absolutely at a minimum theme radical,
setting neutral,
and setting neutral.
Yeah. By the way, the ending of Jumanji is so sweet. Like, that's
it's
just
like,
an instant. Oh, we're thinking about going skiing.
No!
I think. Okay, in this case, I think theme radical is fine. That one's fine. I think the issue is with theme neutral and theme purist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too focused on Santa and elves.
Oh, what? Damn, that just reminded me of another Robin Williams movie that takes place right around Christmas.
What, Dead Poets Society?
It's fucking Hook.
Oh, yeah, Hook's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
again, that's a theme radical.
Theme radical, setting neutral.
Dead Poet Society, theme radical, setting neutral.
Yeah, it's crazy how many movies can technically fall into the theme radical, setting neutral. I'm okay with that, because once you get into the radical section, it is supposed to be weird.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Or more accurately, once you get outside of the theme, once you get outside of the purists, it's supposed to get a little weird.
Yeah, No, they're so focused on the Santa Claus and elves. It's like there are so many movies that fit into theme radical, setting neutral, that it's insane. Mrs. Doubtfire, another one. Popeye doesn't fit in there. Good Will Hunting doesn't fit in there. I'm just running through Robin Williams movies right now, by the way. I loved that man so much.
Yeah.
Good Morning Vietnam. Wait, does Good Morning Vietnam have a Christmas portion?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it in like I don't know since I was like 12 or 13.
Google.
Yeah, sir. Google it.
Let's see. I'm Googling it.
What am I Googling?
I'm not
Doesn't
seeing
matter,
any
Rimshee.
evidence that it has any sort of Christmas decorations in it, or it takes place during Christmas at all. Yeah,
know.
I don't
I would
think,
imagine Good Morning Vietnam would have like a scene where it's Merry Christmas, Vietnam.
I mean, it might have a scene, but it's so brief if it does.
Yeah, nobody's paid attention to it because they're not doing deep dive Christmas movie research like we are doing.
God, we have weird hobbies. We give ourselves weird ass tasks. Like,
yeah,
I've
I've
started
told
playing
everybody,
video
I'm a
games
bit of a
specifically to put background stuff like this. This video game I'd love to see as a VR game. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But probably
shit,
won't.
That's right. I remember that. I'm like looking online at like movies that are like set on Christmas or are kind of like tangentially related to Christmas. I forgot that Batman Returns is set during Christmas.
Yeah, Batman Returns.
We got another one. That's at least theme radical.
Yeah, but that's only because of the focus on Santa or elves. Like, if you remove that focus and change it to like family or Christmas spirit, that opens
Christmas.
Up the
if you change it
so
to
much.
Christmas themes, it changes a lot of this. Like, for example, elf, Santa Claus, and or elves directly appear in the movie. I actually think that one's incorrect. I think elves Santa doesn't play a major role. Maybe it's very close to the line between theme purist and theme neutral, but it does fall technically on the theme neutral here.
Well,
I think so
one of the
much.
biggest ones.
No, Santa does play.
One of the biggest ones on this chart, specifically on this chart that suffers from the framing of the chart, is A Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, the entire movie doesn't take place during Christmas time, but the whole spirit and theme of the movie is Jack discovering what Christmas is and what it's about.
Well, it is theme purist. It's just setting neutral, which makes sense.
No.
Well, yeah, but like
it is both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie.
On
so
Christmas,
which makes it a Thanksgiving movie.
No, honestly, with I do think that Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was going to bring that up earlier because I had the thought in my head. It's like, is E.T. technically a Halloween movie because they go out at costumes at one point?
I mean, we could do that. We could try and figure that out for next year. Yeah. But I will say, I do think that Nightmare Before Christmas does land in a good spot here. It is themed purist for Christmas movie. It is. I do think it's setting neutral because it is both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I think it is the most appropriately placed based on this alignment chart.
I agree.
That's
because yes, they stumbled on this because yes, Santa does play a major role in the movie or in the story, but the whole point of the movie is not about Santa. It's about understanding that it's about not understanding what you're good at, understanding what you like, and enjoying yourself for who you are.
And finding the spirit of Christmas, which is all
yeah.
Yeah, Fortress
Santa
is all about finding the spirit
Santa
of
is
Christmas.
not Christmas.
No.
Yeah.
Santa
that's our problem.
Santa is its
not
mascot. Santa is its mascot.
And if you want to be really, really technical about it, our modern interpretation of what Santa Claus is the fat jolly man in the red suit with the white beard. Was basically created by the Coca-Cola company.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always the fat man in the suit, but historically it was either green or blue. It wasn't until Coca-Cola that it started being red.
That's more of a, like, green is more of a Father Christmas thing. That's like UK.
Yeah, like, depending on the interpretation of, like, Father Christmas, like, Father Christmas isn't even human, he's a fae.
Yeah.
He's got, like, antlers, and he's, like, huge.
Yeah, and if you want to go super, like, atheist debate lord on this, the only reason why Christmas is on December 25th is because it was the time of Yule for the pagans. And then they decided to make that Jesus' birthday because they were trying to take over the UK and all the British Isles.
Yeah, if you want to go edgy bitch tits, go for it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to enjoy Christmas as a time to spend time with my family.
Me too.
Shut up.
There were a lot of winter festivals that kind of got their traditions incorporated into Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make whatever claim you want. It very well could be true, and probably is. They did incorporate a lot of stuff into Christmas in order to culturally appropriate it, which in this case is actually valid. They were trying to overwrite it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to make
was their
Christianity more palatable for all the pagans and stuff.
Yeah, they were trying to overwrite the pagan beliefs. But it has evolved since then and into less of a Christian thing. Well, it is solidly Christian. It's, at least in the US, societally, very much, this is a time to spend time with family.
It's a time to spend time with family. It's a time when you hunker down and tell the people that you love them. And to, give gifts.
I will provide the caveat that yes, you may find family to be what you would consider family to be unappealing. I will make the distinction here between family being people that
family
you
are
actually
people
choose to be around.
Yeah.
Whereas relations are people you are genetically similar to.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, when I say family, I don't talk about blood relations. And I'm talking about the people that love you and you love them back. That's a.
Family is who you choose to associate with to the point where you would think that, they're probably related.
If you don't mind me being a bit sappy, Remote, like, you two are more family to me than a lot of my actual blood relations at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't told you to shut up like I have my wife, so.
Yeah. Well, you smack her a lot, so.
No, literally, I said.
Jables.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
So, legitimately, earlier when I said I'm gonna use it as a time to spend time with family, she's over here and she's sitting over in the living room and I just hear her go. Oh. I turn and just tell her to shut up.
Silent switch.
Yeah, so. Nah. In the Christmas spirit, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah.
Oh, you want these opened for you?
Aw.
And we have scratched the surface here. There are so many more that we could have discussed.
Hey, Bubba.
Yeah. Hey, Liz. You're catching the tail end of
Liz!
the show.
Holy shit, Liz exists.
Liz, good to see you. You should stop by more often.
You should stop by earlier.
To be fair, I think the last time that Liz was around was before we changed days and times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's been a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been
Yeah,
an entire
unfortunately,
show
Liz, you came
almost
in at the-
entirely talking about this shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why we had it, because Christmas is coming up. I knew we could talk forever about it. So.
Oh god, we could
I said,
continue talking about
there's
this.
stuff that we didn't even get to. I said we were just scratching the surface on this debate.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, we're sitting here thinking, how do we redo this to make it actually work better? Like, because I will agree, Christmas Chronicles is a Christmas movie in theme purist and setting purist, but it's not because it's fucking Santa.
No.
Yeah, then you have
Not
I'll Be
because it's
Home
Santa.
for Christmas.
Yeah, we need to come up with new theme purist and theme neutral things so that we can really incorporate Christmas movies into this.
Yeah, theme radical is fine. I think that one works out well.
But there's so many movies that get pushed into theme radical that are, I would argue, theme purist movies.
Yeah, they're
theme purist or at least theme
Christmas.
neutral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say probably Elf is theme purist.
Because as we said, as I
Yeah.
said earlier, Santa Claus is a figurehead. He is not Christmas.
No, Christmas is the love we have for one another.
Yeah.
That's what Christmas is about. All right. Well, everybody, have a good night and Merry Christmas to all of you.
Also,
I hope it's a good one.
Everybody.
Before we go, hey Bubba. Before we go, if you guys have suggestions for games for me to play for the background, feel free to put those suggestions in I don't know, content suggestions or something like that. If you want to see us playing something in the background, let us know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get noticed. Trying to get that raid money.
Oh, also, I might be doing a movie marathon on Christmas Eve. If anybody wants that, if you're not.
I would go if I didn't have a Christmas Eve party to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're a lonely fuck like me,
Yeah.
I'm
not free on the afternoon of Christmas Eve, but I should be clear for the evening. I'll see.
well,
how
I'm
things
working
play out.
Christmas Eve. They might send us home early, but
I got a cake to bake tomorrow, though.
yeah. Bake that cake. All right.
All right, everyone.
Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see
Long
you.
time no see.
Yeah.
Hope things are working out for you. All right. Well, bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.